we will also use the law to punish them. And the uniform won't protect them any longer. That is all I would like to say.
All right, my name is Okayo.
We received a distress call from one, we call him Prof. He's called Dr. Ogola, that they had him together with other people had been arrested and they were being held. That was yesterday evening. So we expected that they were to be arraigned today at the Nairobi City Court to answer to charges and take plea. Unfortunately, they were not availed. And once we inquired, we were told that they were being held at the station and the police had decided to hold them and release them initially on a token of 2,000 shillings. But we intervened and we said that if there is any money to be produced, it has to be accounted for. And that is why we decided that we are going to intervene as LSK and process their cash bail. We were grateful enough to receive contributions so that we could have their police bail released, and I have with me the receipt. So it is confirmed that all the money that was paid to the police was received and we can account for it. So technically that's it. I would just like to say that continued detention is happening and we are going back to the Moi era that we used to hear about. Some of us were born in the later stages of the Moi era, but now we are actually experiencing it and it's just unfortunate. But we urge the police force to remember that they are human beings and they are citizens as well. And whatever these people are doing, like Professor and Julius, are actually meant to help them eventually. So they should not exercise undue force. They should act within the law and the law will protect them as well. But if they decide to go rogue, we will also use the law to punish them. And the uniform won't protect them any longer. That is all I would like to say.
All right, my name is Okayo. It's very unfortunate that on the day we are celebrating 14 years of our Constitution 2010, we are still experiencing unconstitutional acts by the police and other forces. That's why we are saying we have a constitution without constitutionalism, because the implementation of the constitution, especially with regards to provisions on human rights, are still being grossly violated. And that is, it's a very sad affair. On matters collection of people's views and signatures for constitutional amendment, that is a right, that is a constitutional provision. And so no one actually, there's no crime recorded as recording signatures for constitutional amendment, because at the end of the day, the power gets back to the people. Article 1, all sovereign power vests the people of Kenya, and they can take it up when those that they have elected through the social contract process have failed to actually work within the powers they've been given. So we want to urge the police that whatever is happening is for everyone's good, including them, and that they should be very vigilant, not to be misused by the powers that be. Otherwise, I am happy with the Law Society of Kenya team, represented by Okari, my friend here, and I am happy with all the other interested parties, CSOs, comrades, and everyone else who's come out to ensure that our friends are out. And it is actually a violation of their rights for having been held in custody for more than 24 hours without being arraigned in court. So I think that is also something that needs to be checked moving forward. Otherwise, thank you, and the media, thank you so much for always being around to air these issues so that the Kenyans can see exactly what is happening on the ground.
Maybe we've seen Wakili or so many people come out of the station, but the big question is, where is Prof?
Apparently, we were informed that the Prof had to be dressed in another way so that he does not get the attention of the media. You might have seen that there are some people some of those who are held in here were injured. Some have actually come out limping. So that is something that the LSK, together with other stakeholders, will sit down and take up the matter so that we can prevent such an occurrence from happening. No one has to lose a part of their body or injure a part of their body while defending for their rights.
So is Prof still in Central?
Concerned, we are not sure whether they are going to proceed with the charges. As far as we are concerned, they've been released on a police bail because apparently the file that was supposed to be arraigned in court was not ready. That is why, according to the DCI here, Central Police, the file was not ready for processing and was not ready to be taken to court yet. That's why they had to be released on a police bail. Yes.
So a question, kindly. I've got a question. You said earlier that Prof had to wear something that could disguise
Yes.
the public and maybe people, so that maybe the attention is not there. That is one. Under whose order was that? That is one. Two, the implementers of the people who started the constitution, they had a lot at stake for it. Its effectiveness and its implementation. From where they sit, from where they stand, even in their graves, wherever they are. Do you think the promulgation of the birthing of this new constitution up to it now, are they happy about it?
Well, to answer your first question, in simple terms, those were orders from above. It was their role to make sure that he was camouflaged so that he could not get an opportunity to be interviewed and relive his harrowing experience in there. It is not a wonderful thing to be locked up in the cell, especially this cell. So that is why they saw it fit to camouflage them and prevent them from actually addressing the media. Now, to your second question about the drafters of the Constitution, it is very sad that the same law that protects even the police officers is being violated in such a blatant manner. It is very unfortunate that even those who sat down to actually come up with this Constitution are actually turning in their graves at the blatant violation of human rights that is happening here. And it is sad. Is it 14 years now down the line? It is very, very sad. There's nothing different, actually. Someone who died in 2007, who relived the experience of staying in the cell, and someone who actually, if he were to arise today, the experiences would be the same.